to be a time in junior high and high school that you had to do the presidential fitness test. That there was these exercises that you had to perform and there was standards. And if you didn't meet those standards, well, you weren't very fit. And I'm going to tell you, one of those exercises that made me even feel worse about myself was the pull-ups. I remember my cheeks getting flushed, because you got everybody watching you, of course, and you just can't perform this pull-up. And I think that that's kind of left an emotional scar in my heart that I've always avoided pull-ups and chin-ups growing up now. Like, I'm not good at them. I don't want to do them. And I think maybe if I want to get better at them, the exercise that's going to help me are those lat pull downs. And maybe you know about this exercise. When you go into the gym, you sit down, you put on your seat belt there, you just really harness your thighs in so you get massive amounts of weight as you are seated and you're pulling this bar up and down. Well, you're pulling the bar down and the bar comes back up. So it seems pretty much like a chin-up, pull-up. So I should be able to get better at this exercise if I'm doing a bunch of that. Well, how come I never did? I could never successfully start doing chin-ups and pull-ups even though I was doing all these lat pull-downs. Well, the one thing I'm going to tell you right now is if you think the answer is doing assisted chin-ups, right? So using the super band, using those machines that you actually kneel on and they help push you up to the bar, if you think that that's going to help improve your chin-ups, I'm going to tell you right now, it's not. I'm so sorry. If I hurt your feelings and that's what you love doing, okay, but it's not going to help the actual chin-up. Even though you feel like you're doing a chin-up, pull-up, are you really? No. But I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to tell you that helps strengthen that exercise is to strengthen your core musculature. That's where a lot of that energy weakness, that energy leaking goes out of. Because it's funny, it looks like such an upper body exercise, but we really need to have that brace in our core. So 3 exercises that I want to quickly talk about right now that are going to help improve your chin-up and pull-up experience. Number 1, instead of doing assisted, we love here at Fitness Lying Down doing supported chin-ups. And we use our suspension trainers over here. So as I'm getting set up, the thing is that as I lower myself down, so you'll clearly see that I'm in the bottom of my chin-up position, but as I pull myself up, I keep those ribs packing down. So I keep that brace through my abdomen as my lats work hard with this nice braced trunk. Because as we know, it's easier to lift something that's still than if something's waving all around. So instead of pulling yourself up using assistance, start working from the ground up and pull yourself up using the support of that suspension trainer. Now you might not be as fortunate to have that suspension trainer, so what we like to look at too is what we call the arc presses using our ultimate sandbag. So as I find myself in any body position, what you're going to tell me right away is, Corey, what I see is a press. And you're right. As I press the bag up, that's a one-arm press, but what am I doing? I'm not letting gravity bring the bag down. I'm actually pulling that bag down. What is that pull? That's a vertical pull. And what am I including in there big time? The core musculature, your trunk, those ab muscles, right? Whatever you want to call them. That center of your body is bracing as I pull the bag down. And then the last but not least favorite chin-up and pull-up builder for us are the body saws. Now you might look at this and say, well, this looks like an ab exercise, a core exercise. And you would not be wrong to say that. So as I grab onto my ultimate sandbag, I've got those sliders. Now notice how I'm actually going back and pulling myself up. By grabbing onto that bag nice and tight, I get those lats engaged through my grip strength. If I take that body saw and all of a sudden I tilt it upright, what am I doing? I'm doing a chin-up. I'm doing a pull-up. What am I doing in that body saw to help out? I'm working on my plank. So I'm building that strong plank experience so I can build a stronger chin-up and pull-up. I don't know what to say. I really don't. You're welcome.